truck behind us. Oh, he's pulling us over. Yeah. All right, guys, here's what we're looking like with this project. So as you can see, engine's being cradled right now. We also got this intake. I just got this pipe from Vibrant and then I had to like cut it to fit, but really turned out great. I'm really happy with that. Transmission's out. So yeah, I was having an issue with this car where the clutch would not fully disengage. So yeah, I'd have the clutch all the way to the floor and then the car just like would try and lurch forward still, even with my foot all the way to the floor. So it wasn't fully disengaging, and I think I have found the issue with that. So I measured this pressure plate. I just put a ruler and then measured to the teeth on this pressure plate, and then also on this factory pressure plate. And I noticed that there was about 3/8 of space difference. So this was a little bit shorter. So this clutch fork right here is pretty much what spaces the throwout bearing. So we need to space the throwout bearing about 3/8 forward. So I actually got these washers that I'm gonna put on this pivot pin. I measured this and it was right at 3/8. So I'm gonna put these two in, just rest the transmission in without all the bolts and see if that helps. Maybe I have to add one more, but I'm thinking this is gonna be perfect. So yeah, that'll go in like that. I don't think we're gonna have to extend the slave rod, but if we do, I have spares. So we could always extend that. And then we're just gonna put the bolt back here to hold this in place. Hopefully that spaces it out just enough. But yeah, another thing I noticed was my clutch disc wasn't sprung, and spec sends these out unsprung because of the dual mass flywheel factory on the E46 M3. But because this thing has a single mass flywheel right there from PMC, I wanted to get a sprung clutch disc. So yeah, huge thank you to Spec for sending me out this one. They didn't really have to do that because I already used the other one. But yeah, now we have a sprung one, so it shouldn't be as harsh on my drivetrain. I really didn't want to have everything just completely solid mounted. I needed a little bit of flex in the clutch disc. So yeah, we're gonna take this out. We're gonna install this, install everything back onto the engine, and hopefully this issue is solved, because I really want to start driving this thing. I want to take it to the dyno, get it all dyno tuned and everything, and start making content with this car. It's been forever and I'm just getting really impatient. So let's just get everything in. This is a huge pain to take the trans out. I have to like literally lower the entire engine with the subframe just to get to the top bolts, but it is what it is. That's how it is with the swap. I mean, I had to raise the engine a little bit. This right here is a bit tight, so not much I can do with that. All right, we got the clutch all torqued down to spec. Time to pull this thing out. Let's go. She's ready. Okay, so now you might be able to see it a little bit better. We got the washers behind there, right behind here. Luckily, this pivot pin right here is threaded, so there's a bolt on this side, so it kind of keeps it in place, so it's not going to come out or anything. But yeah, now that it extended that a little bit, so this is a little bit further forward, which in turn should push the throwout bearing forward. All right, guys, moment of truth right here. I got everything back together with those spacers added to the pivot pin. It was definitely, you can see, quite a bit of work. I didn't really want to record much. I just wanted to get it done. I know you guys have all seen kind of this thing go together and back apart and back together plenty of times, so we're just leaving all this kind of bare just in case I gotta pull it off again. But we got the intercooler piping not attached, the radiator lines not attached. Let's just see if this clutch works, man. I really hope it does. I really hope when my foot's to the floor these don't move, so let's see. I don't really know how it's gonna run without the intercooler piping, but we will see. All right, so it's in neutral. This thing hasn't been started in a minute. still doing it. What the hell? Hey man, this sucks. Still is doing it. Look at this. Ready? I'll put it in gear. Oh my god, that was literally all for nothing. This is so stupid. I'm pretty pissed off right now, not gonna lie, but whatever, we'll figure it out. All right guys, today the new pressure plate comes, so I think that is the issue. That's what Drift HQ is saying. That pressure plate wasn't meant for the PMC kit, I guess. I'm not 100% sure, but we're getting an ACT pressure plate today. Hopefully that should solve the issue. But yeah, now I'm really getting good at pulling the transmission on this car with the engine still in the car. So basically what I do, jack it up with a piece of wood right here so the engine can tilt, and then I lower the subframe, so I undo all the subframe bolts, have this thing holding it, and I'll show you guys underneath. It's super easy to get to all the bolts when I do it this way. You can see I can get to the top one super easy. All the bottom one's really easy. So now I just gotta get a jack just to support it and yank her out. It actually was not too bad. I had the drive shaft, everything attached. Started at 10:30, it's now 11:15. So I am definitely getting really good at this. At least I'm learning stuff. That's the only good side to this entire issue. All right, we got the ACT pressure plate in the mail. Drift HQ is saying that this is known to work, so let's see, man. We got it installed. Wasted no time. Now it's yellow. Looks super sweet. So yeah, I guess putting the trans back in and let's see if it works. I really, really hope this works, man.
Here goes nothing. Measure once, cut twice, burn the foot.
Alright guys, we are way in the future. I noticed when I was editing this video that I had no explanation to what fixed the issue. So yeah, that previous clip you guys saw of me cutting up the guide tube, my now paper towel holder. So yeah, the reason I cut that was because a guy over at Drift HQ suggested cutting it because that was something you had to do with the N54, I guess. But basically the clutch disc still was not properly aligned, I guess, when I was putting the transmission on. Even though I used the alignment tool and I made sure like I put it up and everything, it wasn't aligned. So yeah, when you're like installing a clutch disc, I guess really make sure that it's aligned. Even though you have the alignment tool, you really got to like hold it up. But yeah, so that was the issue. I cut the guide tube thinking that it was bottoming out, but really it was the clutch disc not being properly aligned. So yeah, as you guys could see, I tried a bunch of different things to get this thing to work and nothing was working. Like literally nothing. Anything I tried, I had to buy a new clutch and all this stuff. Nothing was working. So that was literally the only thing I could think of that was different on my car than anything else. So I had a spare transmission just chilling over there, and it had a new guide sleeve in it. So I just tried that one that wasn't shortened or anything, and it fixed it. So after I put that in, no spacers, anything, it worked perfect with the spec clutch. So yeah, there was no issue with the clutch combo to the kit or anything. It was just this shortened guide tube. So yeah, we got that all fixed. Car was working as it should, and then this happened. And then this happened. Yep, you're good on this side. All right, let's do it. You gotta be on this side.
You don't need me to help you lift it up?
Nah, I'll be good.
That way at least you don't have to lift up?
We'll be good.
Or it's on the opposite side?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We got everything off?
Yep.
All right.
It's actually not that bad.
Sure. Okay, that's good. There's nothing on this side. Wait, grab. I got it.
Yep, that was heavier. You got it?
I got it. I got it.
All right. Easy.
That was easy as pancake.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's done.
I think so.
It looks like it, right? Well, no, once you
Yeah,
put
once I
the
start screwing
see
it
the screws. But before you line those screws, we gotta make sure we
They
connect
might
that
as
thing
well
in the
hire
back.
us at Chevy.
We gotta connect that thing in the back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to connect it while it was out?
Hell no.
No?
No. No chance. This side looks a little bit off, so that's why I want to do it. Now it's screwing in. Here. You put these on that side, just like hand tighten them. See where they go? They're just on the outside perimeter.
Yes, sir.
I hate these back bolts. I have a pretty good system right here though. You like put your finger right here in the crescent part, and then just guide it with this one. Just go back and forth. You gotta go like all the way back.
I'm almost done here.
Because that one went all the way down by hand pretty much.
It's not true. It's because I'm doing it better than you are. You don't have like a little one that you can put in there?
No sir, now you see why it's hard? It would make it so much easier if they actually engineered that, right?
I bet you they design them this way so that people have to take them into the dealerships.
Not us though.
Do it this way, it'll be very hard for them to do it. They'll have to bring it in for service. And then we make more money.
They gotta make it as scary as possible so you're too scared to do it. But forgot how like these want to cross the engine. We're going to see a picture when we first started.
Did you take a picture?
I thought you took a picture.
No, that was up there, maybe. Oh yeah, I did.
Do you have like a picture of the engine bay?
Yeah, it doesn't look like those are there, Nico.
Yeah, they are. Let me see.
Like farther out.
Wow, fantastic video, Dad.
I mean, the only place would be somewhere here, but I don't know.
No, that's a coolant hose.
So then you can't go in there, so where the does it go?
That's a great question. Moment of truth.
Might smoke,
Hopefully not.
but it might right at the beginning.
Good, yeah. Let's see.
Alright, moment of truth.
Are you nervous?
Kind of.
Let's go! It's good. Not smoking. Runs great. Woo! We might have to clear the code, but it's running. Remember before it was like that? Huh? Because all I did was that coolant too. Oh, it is smoking. Why? Damn. You can see it's smoking really bad. That's all good. All we had to do was just drag it around, clear its throat a little bit, clear the code. Father is very happy. I'm happy. Finally, got this thing all good. Time to finish the M3. The only thing that we have is a fitting on the back of the head. This fitting right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that fitting, not enough threads right here. I found one that actually does have enough threads. We're gonna have to modify it. I'm gonna have to like cut this off, weld this onto it. But yeah, this should do the trick. This thing wouldn't tighten all the way onto the head. I wouldn't be able to get like any torque onto it. So it kind of just loosened over time and then started to leak. So that's one bug, but I think this will do the job because I have the other one, and we'll go and drag this thing around. It's so sick. finally. Woo! We got the fan working the other day. Thank you, David and Andrew, for that. You guys helped me out a lot with that. So the fan works and everything. All we need to do is for it to not leak coolant, and I'll be able to drive it around. I don't think I'm gonna hit boost for a little while because I need to get it tuned still. But now everything works, so we'll be ready for the dyno. So sick. It's about time. We've all been anticipating this build to be done, so I can't explain how excited I am for this. All right, guys, I think we have fixed the coolant leak issue. So you can see this is welded. This fitting is what was in the head previously, but it had like about half of these threads right here, and on pipe thread, you can kind of see, it'll focus, you can kind of see like it gets a little bit bigger at the top, so it didn't have enough to like hold it nice and tight on the head. Initially I was going to drill out the head even more, do a 1/2 inch tap, but I didn't want to have to pull the engine because there's really not a lot of room back here. It's all the way back there, so I tried to see if I could get like a low pro drill or whatever, but this being a really big drill bit wouldn't really work. So I decided to modify this, get more threads, and this I can actually like tighten and put some torque on the head so it won't loosen up. When I was taking it off this head, it was all loose, so that's why it was leaking. Yeah, let's hope this fixes it. We can put the intake manifold back on, and this thing should be good to go. And I think we're gonna go ahead and drive it. Check it out. That couldn't have gone any smoother. I was able to get a bunch of torque on there, and the Teflon is just really nice and clean. So yeah, we're gonna let that sit overnight, put everything back together, and it should be good to go. What the f? So yeah, guys, didn't work. This car is really gonna make me lose my mind. But we're pulling the intake manifold off again. I probably sound a little weird. I'm kind of sick right now, but I'm just really want this stupid thing to work. Like, everything works, but that stupid ass thing in the head just leaking. So I looked up online, and they said to use Teflon tape and the pipe dope. So I'm gonna try that because I really don't want to have to pull this engine out. Hopefully that will work. I really, fingers crossed, because if this doesn't work, that means I'm going to have to either get something welded on there or go up the next size. So that means I have to pull the engine, which I really don't want to do. I really do not want to pull the engine. I'm going to lose my mind if I have to do that, but if I have to, I have to, and it is what it is. So let's just get to work, and hopefully this works. All right, guys, we got the intake manifold off. Put some Teflon tape on here. So I looked this up, and it's able to withstand 500 degrees Fahrenheit, so should be plenty for the coolant. So we loaded this with some Teflon tape, and then we're gonna put some paste on there as well. I did some research, and I guess if you use the tape and the paste, people have had some good results, and it's helped stop leaks. So we're gonna try that. Hopefully this works, so I don't have to pull the engine, but I don't know. I don't really have high hopes because I've kind of lost all my hope at this point. This thing has just been giving me so many issues, but we're getting there. We're almost there. It's that final fight, dude, I swear. So let's see. We're gonna put some Teflon paste on this, toss it in the head, torque it down, and this shit better not leak or I'm gonna be so pissed. All right, guys, finally, last night I fixed the coolant leak, so this thing is able to drive. But here we got David over here.
Oh my god, it's fucking Hoon garage!
Oh my god, it's fucking Hoon garage!
No, thanks.
Yeah, we're gonna do some data logging on this thing, maybe mess with the tune until I get like an actual dyno tune, but seems to be running really nice off of just the base map. I do have one issue with the idle control valve. It doesn't like to idle because of the way I mounted it. Like all the hoses, they're not routed correctly, but
whose fault is
this thing? Me. But dude, this thing sounds so good. Dude, I love this thing.
I gotta stop swearing because I know you censor
Yeah, I have to literally censor every single one. Whoa. So yeah, starting it is like a little weird. Fuel pump's really loud. Dude. I cannot explain how surreal this moment feels right now. It's pretty insane. Sounds like it's cammed right now.
I can make it sound worse. You want me to do that?
No, do not do that. I want this to just be safe, little cruise around town type thing. It doesn't gotta have crazy power or whatever.
Is your
Parking sensors need to be fixed.
not that? Is your AFR gauge correct?
Should be.
You're very lean, my guy.
Really?
Very lean.
This thing is so sick though. It's only just like mid-pipe, open downpipe basically. So it's definitely getting a full exhaust, but I really wanted to drive this thing. The car feels so great though. Like I put the Swift springs in this thing and the SLR angle kit. My eyeball alignment is just on point. I'm very surprised. I was kind of worried about that, but we're still gonna get alignment eventually. This is so crazy. Ah, over 2 years, bro.
Yeah, right.
So long. You don't know where we are? The man was on the laptop the whole time.
Oh my god. Give it some boost. Give it some juice.
What's it looking like?
You're fine. You can totally do it again. You went pretty rich, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That was the first time hearing the turbo do some noises.
You're only giving it 29%.
I know. I'm just scared, David.
Alright, well, now that I don't have to see that anymore, I'm gonna go back to knock and I'm gonna make sure that you're not knocking or anything.
Dude, the turbo sounds insane. That was like no boost either.
Just give it like 50% and just let it.
This is the perfect road for this though, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You should be fine up to 6K as far as I can tell. So just like let's actually hit boost.
Yeah.
Don't go crazy.
Yeah.
Go half throttle for now.
In third gear or fourth?
Third's fine.
Holy shit, bro. This thing's I'm giving it literally no throttle. Feels like I'm flooring it in the S54.
I think you're fine though.
Yeah.
That is safe to do. So like let's slow down and then I want to hit a little more boost. Try to keep like that lower RPM-ish,
Yeah.
but
A
give
little
it
bit
more-
higher?
Yeah, higher throttle so
Okay.
it makes more boost.
Third?
Yeah, let's just wait for this guy then.
You ready?
Actually, hold on. Just keep cruising for just a second. Let me change one more thing.
drive this thing around a little bit and not worry about it as much before I get an actual like dyno tune for power.
Oh, your rev limiter's 5,800. All right, I'll lift it to 6,500.
There's a cop behind us.
Just take it easy for now.
Yeah. Oh, he's pulling us over. Yeah.
Do you have the E46 plate on? It's okay.
I'm gonna be so
Turn it off.
How's it going?
The reason up your tire showing's expired by a couple months.
Is it?
7/22.
Is
It's registered to you. Give you a registration
Yeah.
license and insurance.
I think I can like find it on my phone.
Your registration or your insurance?
My insurance. This is like a
if you
literally
can find your
fresh build right now. Like I haven't driven this car in 2.5 years, so
Okay, you gotta have a valid registration on there.
my bad, man. Here, let me see. Should be in this Nilla folder.
Do you have your license with you?
Yes.
We'll grab that. I'll let you look for it and I'll come back up here and
All right.
from you when you
Appreciate
get
it.
back, okay? I'll bring it back. Put your valid address on here.
Yep.
Alright, I have to go to another call, but get all that fixed for me, please.
I really
okay?
appreciate it.
I have them on Go Renew right now.
Try to get it fixed, okay?
Yeah, I
It's
appreciate
a pretty
it, man.
expensive ticket. You don't want that, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There's also, I guess, a toll violation or something from February.
What? Really?
So you gotta check with the DMV. You probably might just have to pay the price of the toll.
Okay.
When you renew your tag, okay?
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Have a good one. I don't know how I'm so lucky, but
I don't either.
you guys probably saw upside down.
Luckiest.
First drive in the E46 gets pulled over. Oh my, I got lucky. First time driving this thing, we already get pulled over. They just know this thing's rowdy. It's looking good though. Fan is going crazy. Yeah, you can feel it sucking through here. That's awesome. Got the PTP turbo blanket. I can touch the top of my turbo even though we were doing all those pulls. That's crazy. We weren't kidding. That's awesome. Go touch the turbo, bro. You can touch it.
We totally didn't just get pulled over, Nico.
I am so happy we are free people right now and this car is not getting towed or something.
Making 8-9 pounds of boost.
Yes. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Now we
Yeah,
can drive this thing around.
He was driving it around at like 18 to 25 AFR.
Oh God.
Depending on condition.
Good thing I didn't drive it that far, but like that's not good. I was not hitting boost or anything though, but still, that's no bueno.
Yeah,
But now it's good.
Now you can go to 6,500 RPM, and you should be
Looks
fine
so
on fuel.
good. Hell yeah. I'm gonna turn this off so the battery doesn't die. Oh man, I love this thing.
Yeah. So now you should be good up to 6,500 RPM.
Let's go.
Making whatever boost.
Thank you,
Where's
buddy.
Your boost controller? What were you talking about?
Oh, it's right here.
Where?
You're looking at it.
Where? That?
Yes.
How do you control that? Where's it controlled from?
It's plugged into the ECU.
Oh, so okay, it's electronic ECU.
Yeah, it's electronic.
Electronically controlled. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to go raise the boost?
I don't know.
We can.
I'm probably just gonna leave it like this right now and then just get it dyno tuned and that's when I'll get boost.
Why? I'm gonna just hit. You can hit one
Hit,
bar.
hit
if you want
30 psi.
to. Not that high, but we can go to 1 bar if you want to.
I'm just sus about the cops now. He sees us driving around again.
Do the thing right now.
Okay.
And we can't get pulled over. Or like we will get pulled over, but you'll have a thing.
Okay. All right, David did some adjusting. This thing's crazy. All right. I gotta delete those because those are no longer.
Gotta delete you.
It's straight Christmas Christmas tree. Dad's up front, my little brother. We brought the M. Let's get it. Oh, this thing sounds so good. This is insane. Little brother finally drives. Dad's car's fixed. This thing's fixed after like over 2 years.